Attending Occidental College opened the door to a great deal of opportunities for me and my siblings. The summer after my sophomore year, I received the great news that my application to study abroad in Lima, Peru had been accepted. I was to live the second semester of my junior college year in the land that saw my father grow. My mother says that going to Peru was one of my goals since I was a child. My family was exceptionally proud. Not only had I graduated from high school and attended college out of state, now I was going to another country. I was ecstatic, to say the least. The semester in the Pontificia Universidad Católica del Perú did not begin until March. I stayed at home tutoring at my old high school and enjoying time with my family. During this time, my sister Nadia learned about a program called Experiment in International Living. Our high school world history teacher, Delia Perez, encouraged her to apply. Although the program offered a scholarship, it only covered 3/4 of the cost. However, Nadia is an extremely intelligent young woman with the persuasion skills of a veteran salesman. At the age of 8, she sold stray puppies for $5 each by going door to door. There was no doubt she could get the scholarship to study abroad. Africa was her continent of choice. Having already completed a study abroad application myself, I guided her in her research. At times she worried that her weak academic record would count against her and would keep her from her goal. But I would push her to think of the possibilities and continue writing. She wrote several drafts on her application essay that I helped her edit. The time had come for me to depart to Lima, and I left hoping to hear news from her application soon. After a month of being in Peru, I got a call from home with some news. Nadia had been accepted to go in the South Africa program. It was a huge accomplishment for Nadia, a 15-year-old high school student breaking all sorts of stereotypes placed on at-risk youth, to study for 6 weeks in South Africa.
I got an interview because I needed the money, because I needed a scholarship to go on that South Africa trip.
Employing the business savvy skills my mother and Nadia had, they organized a chicken plate sale to raise the money.
My mom was, she came up with the brightest idea of having a chicken plate sale. And I go, but where are we gonna buy the chicken? And she said, well, don't worry about that. And I go, well, where are we gonna cook it? Without that many chicken, we're gonna need like 10 barbecue pits. She goes, well, don't worry about that. And I go, well, what do I worry about? She's like, people that help you make plates.
The entire town got involved. My stepdad's boss donated boxes of chicken, friends donated rice and beans, my mom bought potatoes, an uncle offered to cook, and even the local constable was selling tickets. The sale took place at the Slick Pit, the mechanic shop where my stepdad works. From 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., chicken was grilled and plates were prepared. My little brothers, Edwin and Isaac, ran around wondering aloud about the commotion. Edwin approached my mother while she was selling chicken plates and said, "Mom, why are we selling chicken plates?" And she responded, "So that Nadia goes to South Africa." Not wanting to see another of his sisters come and go from school, he said, "I don't want Nadia to go to Africa." When they went home, he ran to the map of the world we have posted on our wall. And that was the day when Edwin learned where Africa is. This new knowledge was not only an epiphany for Edwin. I also realized that this is what college education is about. Attending college in California, studying in Peru, and spending a summer in South Africa were once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for me and my sister. Until now, these opportunities were only distant dreams that could be accomplished with arduous effort and dedication. For Edwin, these opportunities were part of his reality. The door to a mind without limits opened to my entire family. Edwin and Isaac are going to grow with college graduates and world travelers. They are already in the college track without entering any college prep program. They can talk to their sisters about sandboarding on the Peruvian coastal desert, gunboat dancing, or apartheid. We are resources for making their dreams realities. The challenge in our community is to make this opportunity of mind and resources available to all children. And so it's a challenge for parents who haven't gone to even begin to know how to advise their children about going to college.
If you have friends, family members, or anything that 3 out of 5 of them are going to college, well, then you're gonna be like, well, okay, then that's a thing to do. Or the other time they were handing out the Texas Common Application, and I go, do you have any for like private universities or like universities out of the state? And they told me, well, you can find those online. And I was like, well, do you know what website? And they're like, just type Common Application for, I'm like, go ahead. And I mean, that wasn't help because I didn't do it.
Spending an afternoon with a counselor is not enough to matriculate to college and graduate. We need to have everyone in the community actively involved in order to place children in the unspoken, invisible college track. We need to include parents in the college process to help them lose fear of faraway education. We need to recruit current college students to create networks of support that will benefit all college students. Delia was the older sister who opened a door of opportunities to me. She encouraged me to apply for the Ivy League East Coast trip during my sophomore year in high school. This trip gave me the opportunity to spend 2 weeks visiting Ivy League universities. The members of Llano Grande were my college counselors and became my support network throughout the entire college process. More importantly, knowing Delia returned to Llano Grande after graduating from Yale University demonstrated the commitment that exists in my community to make college education a reality to every child in Edcouch, Elsa.